What if the Space Colony arc wasn't rated? I'm sure in some way, shape, or form, anyone who's ever made Sonic AUs has considered this topic. In this reality, Gerald Robotnik would convince Gunn that Shadow was not a threat. Perhaps he came up with some way to defeat Shadow if he ever did. Whether that's some sort of containment or a special weapon, either could work. In the end, Gunn considers Shadow under control. However, they do raise security, just to be safe. This means that Shadow isn't sealed away, and Maria survives. Since Project Shadow was allowed to continue, Gerald was able to perfect his heal units, a way that he intended not only to heal his granddaughter, but potentially heal the entire world from any known ailment. One of the first people to receive this was Queen Elise II, meaning that in this timeline, the Solaris project never came to be. Finally cured of her ailment, Maria would be allowed to see the world. Shadow would accompany her, of course. I believe Shadow would eventually join GUN. Shadow had a strong sense of justice and was one of the greatest GUN agents. I could see him having a close bond with Abraham Tower once he eventually joined the agency as well. Although he would have his doubts about Shadow, after all he did see his formation aboard the Ark, in the end they would come to respect each other. And as a surprising element, I could see Ivo Robotnik joining GUN as a scientist, following in the footsteps of his grandfather, whom in this timeline would have been around for his developmental years, allowing him to go down a better path. Decades pass, and Gerald dies of old age, while Maria retires to the Ark, the place where she was raised. Shadow would often come to visit his friend, but ultimately, he had responsibilities to the Earth. After all, he was their immortal champion, ready to protect them from those who would do them wrong. Whether it was common crooks like Team Hooligans or the Babylon Rogues, or bigger threats. During one of Shadow's adventures, he would visit South Island. However, just as he had the criminals cornered, a blue streak suddenly raced by and rounded up the crooks for him. For the first time in his immortal life, Shadow was impressed. "Not bad, kid. I see you're not just an ordinary hedgehog. Who are you?" "What you see is what you get. Just a guy who loves adventure." This, of course, was the young Sonic the Hedgehog. He was inspired by the stories of an immortal ultimate life form who protected the world. Sonic wanted to go see the world and protect anyone who needed him. Since they had the same goals, Shadow decided to take Sonic under his wing. Think of him as a sidekick. Sonic would grow up to become a hero in his own right, and his help would definitely come in handy when Shadow had to fight the Black Arms years later. Even though the battle would be difficult, the pair, with the power of the Chaos Emeralds, were able to repel the alien forces. The world would be mostly peaceful from that point on. However, if they were needed, Sonic and Shadow were ready to protect the world from whatever may threaten it.